I use the opportunity for grievance to raise the following issues in respect of my own community. And in my own community, where you have growth of 200,000 people in the northwest sector, we should be able to see priorities attended to in terms of good jobs, strong, affordable healthcare systems and infrastructure that keeps pace with that growth. And if you're going to move so many people in, and we hear governments say from time to time that they do want to see more homes being built to address growth in house prices, what normally happens is that the house prices stay low because what happens is that the homes that get built are on the fringes of our cities, where the infrastructure isn't there, where people can't buy close to the city, and they're forced to move out to areas where infrastructure isn't in place, the schools aren't built, the hospitals aren't there, the public transport isn't available. That's why the homes are cheap, because no one wants to move into those areas, and as a result, the demand and supply profile dictates what the prices are. There's got to be better than that. And in our area, in particular, we see so many instances where infrastructure simply isn't keeping pace. If I look in my area, Richmond Road between Marsden Park and Colby is just becoming so packed and so frustrating that businesses are reporting that they can't get, for instance, or they're seeing customers basically making a decision that they will not go to those businesses because it's too hard to get access to the services and the businesses and the customers that could be provided there. I'm genuinely concerned that we're seeing a safety issue arise where people are undertaking the sort of rat running of trying to go into certain streets to avoid traffic at high speeds, being frustrated, and I am worried that there will be an accident in those areas simply because of the high volume of traffic, because the local road system is not keeping pace with that growth. We've seen, for example, near Rooty Hill, the Davis Overpass, where every day you can see traffic lined up as far as the eye can see. The state government hasn't given a priority at all. RMS traffic data shows that the amount of traffic using Davis Overpass frequently exceeds its single lane capacity. The road's at 134% capacity in morning peaks and almost 150% capacity in afternoon peaks. The road acts as a major access point for Mount Druitt Hospital, but congestion in the corridor significantly delays police, fire rescue, ambulance vehicles when attending emergencies due to a lack of alternative routes. We could see the smart investment of infrastructure dollars to provide for job opportunities. Around Bidwell and Shalvey, there are a lot of young people who'd be eager to get jobs in the new Sydney Business Park, but the congestion of traffic on Laxford Road and Rooty Hill Road North is an issue. Low levels of driver's licence possession is a problem. High demand for public transport that is finding it also difficult to get through, that's an issue as well. Why can't we, for example, see the New South Wales government, after talking for ages that they build the Daniels Road bus lane, why can't we make that finally happen? And why can't we get federal and state governments in an area of high youth unemployment dedicate that investment to open up those opportunities? And again, it's a problem. The trains in our area, the Western Line is congested. It's at nearly 300% capacity. It runs late regularly. It is going to have more people coming onto it with the building of the Western Sydney Airport Metro that will connect up to the Western Sydney Rail Line. We have things like, for example, if we're trying to encourage people onto public transport, the multi-storey car park promised for Schofields is now looking like it'll just be a slab of asphalt rather than a multi-storey car park that can provide for people to park close to the station easily, and instead of overflowing into local streets, we would have people contained in the one space. Again, not there. In this budget, the Morrison government boasts about just over $3 billion in major infrastructure projects for New South Wales. Nothing in these growth corridors. It is insane. And the money they announced in previous budgets, very little actually delivered. Since 2014, the Coalition's underspent on Western Sydney infrastructure by about $778 million, I should say. and since entering office, they've under-delivered $1.2 billion a year on infrastructure, which is simply a joke. Now, I've written to the Minister for Transport on these issues and other infrastructure issues, and I've written to the previous infrastructure minister on this as well, and rest assured, the moment we actually know who the new infrastructure and transport minister will be, I'll be knocking on their door asking for some serious infrastructure dollars because our community needs it. I mean, to keep pace with growth, we need the federal and New South Wales governments to work together on these priorities: busting the congestion seriously on Richmond Road and Davis Road, investing in infrastructure around Riverstone to open up job opportunities in that part of northwest Sydney, extending the metro to St Mary's from Tallawong, decongesting the T1 Western Line, building a proper multi-level car park at Schofields, building the Daniels Road bus lane to open up job opportunities for young unemployed people and getting that into the Sydney Business Park, building the M9 motorway and stopping the buck passing between the two levels of government. Because when I approach the federal government, they say they're happy to do it if the New South Wales government thinks it's a priority. The New South Wales government doesn't miraculously see any of these things as a priority, and therefore the federal government won't provide the money. It is simply laughable that we have this in this day and age, and we need to see that move. In terms of